Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are surviving the aftermath. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Well, we probably will survive it, because I think there's been a mini-series. I don't think I'll be playing this from beginning to end, because it's still in early access. I actually got given a key to this months ago. I know, I'm kind of going through my old... going through my inbox and revisiting a bunch of stuff lately. You may have noticed. You know, I've gone back and played a few things that I've been given a while back. But yeah, surviving the aftermath is a key that the developer supplied me with a good few months ago, but it was still very, very early. So I want to wait a bit, keep an eye on it. And it's just had another update. I think actually today, as of me recording this, or yesterday perhaps, it's update 8, Tainted Earth. So there's been plenty of updates. It's a Paradox title, at least it's published by Paradox, so it's big strategy, and it's a city builder, an apocalyptic silly? It's an apocalyptic silly builder. No. Oh, so, you're about to enter a post-apocalyptic world where building a colony certainly has its challenges. The tutorial guides you to survival and thrive in this hostile environment and helps you learn the basic gameplay, interface, and game concepts. Would you like to enable it? I'm going to say yes, because there will be stuff in this update that I haven't experienced yet. And also, the odd thing might jog my memory on the odd thing to let you guys know about. Because, well, I haven't played this a lot. I've played it enough to know that I like it. So, that's why you can see it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. As is always the case with my channel. So, yeah, the difficulty is extensive. We have to pick from all of these headers the level at which we want things to be a problem. So difficulty 20% doesn't seem like a lot, but that's going to add up a lot. That's going to add up a heck of a lot once we start doing all of the other modifiers. So, environment, there are only few who remember the spark that started it all. A chain reaction of global catastrophes wiped out most of the planet's population and made people turn against each other. Those who are left must now survive the aftermath in this post-apocalyptic world. I'm already yawning, which isn't a good sign, is it? That's not a good sign. Hopefully we'll get to it once we start struggling to stay alive. So, I'm going to go with fertile soil because I want to play about with the farming mechanics. If we can actually get farms, we have to research those. That's right. In the wake of events resulting extreme weather conditions and other calamities became a normal part of everyday life. I hate catastrophes, but I'm going to put it in the middle. Resources. Everyone has their breaking point eventually. It is not enough just to survive through the day. People need hope. And there finally is some. It has been a long road to get here, but that which was before can now be left in the past. I'm going to say that our trusted car finally broke down, so we'll have average starting resources. Survivors, the people around you, are the thin red line which keeps the group alive. They are far from perfect, but everyone has made it this far. You can trust them with your life, and they trust you with theirs. I'm actually going to go with the maximum amount of people, just because it'll sort of expedite things. You know, it'll let us get things done a little quicker. So I'm going to go with the max, even though it's the easiest. It's only going to be a few episodes, probably. So I'd rather see more things, rather than struggle too much in the early game. There's no survival guide for a post-apocalypse like this. Different people have different ideas on how to survive, with none more right or wrong than the other. Unlocks more options in the tech tree. What kind of leader are you? Hardy survivalist, get more out of what you've got. Colony builder, keep the colony running and growing. Or wasteland explorer, discover more in the colony and around it. So I don't really know how these options affect things all that much. I mean, it says unlocks different options in the tech tree, but I don't know what options those are going to be. So we are going in kind of blind in this respect, because I usually just work with hardy survivalist in the past. So I haven't tried anything else yet. So I don't know what the differences are. So let's go with colony builder. Yeah, I'm going to go wasteland explorer, because I want to try and do that at some point. Gatekeeper. Life is unfair, but sometimes it feels like you are not alone, whether it is an invisible guardian or just pure fate, but it sure feels like someone is watching over us. So this is general difficulty, I believe. So suffering or success. It's tougher but never unfair. Oh, okay, so those two are both difficulty 53%. Huh. I guess it's because survivalist is just challenging, but fair. Whereas this, with anything like being possible, we could just have a huge stretch of everything being great and being given all the best stuff, and then just like hell, right? So I guess it averages out as sort of the same difficulty. Let's go. Oh god, I don't know. Actually, Let's go with suffering or success, because, yeah, let's just see what happens, frankly. So difficulty is only quite low, but hopefully it means we can push, you know, push out and get a lot done, hopefully. Fingers crossed. A rat on green. That's right, we are a Skaven clan, apparently. Now let's go with Lizardman. No, this isn't Warhammer, Janet. This isn't Warhammer. I kind of like the flag. That's very cool. The bear's pretty cool, too. The tree made out of rounders balls, by the looks of it. That's a bit weird. Let's go with the bear on red. That looks very regal. That looks good. This is the flag for our city, for our town. So, visuals. Your group is ready to settle down and unite under a new flag in the colony named Edgeburn. No, let's not call it Edgeburn. Let's call it... Ooh, what do we call it? What do we call it? Ooh. Ursa Major. Brilliant. And the colony motto is divide and conquer, adapt and overcome, rather death than dishonor, never conquered, always feared. For a better tomorrow, divide and conquer. Bring honey. Done. Okay, so let's start the game. Okay, so here we are. So, we can pause it at any point. Ooh, this is interesting. So, yeah, they've changed this. So, in my previous playthroughs, this whole pollution thing looked totally different. So, they've made it more generic pollution, which I really like. Before, it was literally just like green, sort of toxic waste dump looking things, right? It was nuclear fallout. This looks like it could be sort of any kind of pollution, which implies that it could be sort of any kind of apocalypse. So I kind of like this. They made it a bit more general purpose rather than, you know, specifically a nuclear apocalypse. This was with this update. So kind of cool. Right, so these icons, this implies that this work area isn't achieving anything. So this is our food storage. So we need to point it to where food is. So we can hold control and use the scroll wheel to change the size of this. So we may as well just get a bunch of that in already. And wow, that's new as well. They've actually added the work order thing there, which we can just pick up and move. That's nice. Nice quality of life improvement there. I like it. So this guy with the portrait. Nope, not him. This guy. Nope. Come on, this guy. This guy right here. He's inside a bunch of people right now. Let's just... That guy. Nope. One of these days we'll click on him. Nope, no. Okay, we'll get him one day. But basically the ones with the little Polaroids, they're characters that we can send on missions and things, so they'll actually be good at defending the place. They're our sort of heroes amongst this area. So you also have no work area. So, okay, there you can see there's planks. There's concrete, more planks. And, yeah, that's what we're going to want him to get. There's bigger sites you can see, like big ruins over there. But there's also plastic here, you can see. It's not showing an icon. There's a big thing of plastic, and there'll be big things of metal as well. Here we go. They're going to require different buildings. But general stockpile stuff, we're just going to want to grab, you know, loose things about here, like the planks and the small concrete ruin here. We want to take this concrete to build with. So, lovely. Also, I'd rather clear this out and not loiter around the pollution too much, because we have set up base next to pollution, which seems a bit odd. Also, this is our broken truck. This is our broken truck, which, wow, they've actually crashed. It didn't break down, they crashed into a big rock. Somehow. I don't know how they did that. Anyway, we can build. We can also change the radio station to skylights. Why not? I don't know the differences between the different ones. I just know you can change it. So here, first off, we're going to want to build tents for everybody. We could build an emergency shelter, actually, just to speed things up a bit. We can put 6 people in there. We have 12 people to house, so we could get a couple of emergency shelters rather than 6 tents, you see. We'll get 1 emergency shelter and then 3 tents, just to save on building materials, you know. That might be worthwhile. Might be worthwhile. They're less likely to reproduce, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need him reproducing. Oh, okay. It doesn't have a front, the building. Oh, yes, it does. You can see the little arrows there. There we go. See? See the little arrows on the right? Yeah. So that's where we want the road, basically. So we're going to build one of them. If you hold shift, it lets you build more than one. So, pretty typical, frankly. It's pretty normal controls for... Okay, let's cancel that, because that's not straight. Pretty normal controls for a PC, you know. So, pretty good. We're also going to build some roads here. We don't need to, but it speeds people up. At least I think so. I've been assuming that it does what I assume it does. So this is different. So before, it was just the water well and the water tower. So they are adding more buildings, which is cool. So, produces water in small quantities, requires a worker who gathers water from the local pond or lake, must be built on shore. Okay, interesting. Okay, stops working during heat waves. Ooh, that's no good. Yeah, let's just build this. So we are going to get water from anywhere that isn't barren, like this, you see. Also, I don't know if polluted water makes any difference. I don't know if that's a thing, but my intuition says that why risk that, you know? It's just an odd thing to risk. So here we can get a ton of water. So let's do that. And that should keep us going. Good. Good. Yeah, here they come, being built up. So the guys will go and grab construction materials and then they'll start building. And there we go, we've got a couple of shanty towns. As you can see, these are actually different. These are actually slightly different, which is nice. So there is variety if you're building the same building. So it does keep the place looking, you know, a bit more organic, which is nice. So that needs workers right now. That needs workers. Why are there no workers? Why is no one working that? That's a new icon, by the way. I don't specifically know if that is saying it needs workers or if it's just... if that's just to say that that is a work area thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think that might just be saying that that's a work area, because these things are definitely being worked. So, I don't know. So here's Boone. Boone is our scout. We can send him to the world map eventually. So here, he has a bunch of skills. So most villagers don't have this. They don't have that. That's because he's a special boy. So he is a trailblazer who knows how to get around in thick forests and uncharted trails. Surviving through long scouting missions is not a problem, as he'll gladly hunt for food when needed. He sticks around other people if he has to, but you won't be able to hold his interest too long. So yeah, cool. So there we go. Bonus to exploration, which is nice. Bonus to action points there. So hopefully he'll be able to get more done once we send him off. But we can't send him off yet, because this hasn't been built. This is Gate Ruins. We will need to actually build a gate here, which is, here we go, the gate. So we'll need to build that there, and that'll allow people to come and go. But for now, I don't think we want to do that. Not just yet. So we're building a well. That is getting built. But we also need to start building production buildings and food building, because we will run out of food that's stockpiled soon, and those berries won't last forever. So I say we'll get a fishing hut built. So if we build a fishing hut, we need to build it by the shore. So we can build it over... maybe over here would be better, but I think those berries actually need to go before we can even build it. Because I want to make sure there's as much fish, you know, in this area as possible, you see. But we can't put it in the way there, and that's... yeah, we're sort of being cut off here. There would be nice, but I don't want people running all the way over there. So we'll wait a second. So those planks are out. Those planks are out. So we're going to need to find somewhere else that has planks and concrete. I don't want people running past the pollution, though. Oh, there's more pollution over there. Because the pollution will make people sick. That is a problem. So there are planks there, but then there's no concrete. Tell you what. If I... oh, wait. No, the concrete's gone too. Oh, well. Great. Superb. I guess, then... I guess we are going to go here. And I'll try and... no, they're going to run straight to the resource anyway. They're going to run through that pollution. That kind of sucks. I'm not happy about that. They will get sick.
Uh-huh.
They will get sick running through that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, let's build a trapper as well. That'll help us get food. So let's do that. I want to leave space for decorations and things as well, because that'll keep people happy. Okay, so saying we need more food. We have a water source. Oh no, we don't. It's not been built yet. Sorry. Yes. That just needs to be built. It's nearly done. There we go. There we go. Basic controls. Yeah, basic controls, guys. Yep. There we go. All done. So we've got the water well done. Areas of effect. Yep, we've done that. We've done that. Water tower will actually let us store water, which is nice for I'd say a rainy day, but the opposite. It's nice when it's not been raining, you know, when we get a heat wave or something. It'll store any excess water that the wells are producing. But right now, water production is 12, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, our consumption is 12. So we're probably going to need to build another well just to make sure that we get more of that. Although, clean water storage, what's the difference here? Stores most amounts of clean drinking water for colonists, and that just distributes water for buildings. Huh. Okay. So that's changed. So that only services the buildings now. So I guess you put that in residential districts, maybe? Not really sure about that. Huh. Yeah, no idea. No idea the difference between those, but alright. So we will want to get another well. I don't know if we can double them up, though. Oh, actually, it looks like we can. Alright, build another one there. Cool. Might be some overlap, but that's okay. So now we need to move this to where there's forests. So we can go there or over here. That's not too bad. Yeah, I had this in mind when I built it. But you can see the little green icons. That's going to be the tree. That's just trees, but trees are a good thing, basically, for trappers. That's what's going to... Like the drops of water icons, you know. It's the trees that are going to give us more resources from the trapper. Because they're going to put traps around the trees. They can use the trees to put the traps on, and that's a good thing. That gets more food. So you want to put it on forests. Right, what else have we got going on? I kind of want to start the gate being built, like, straight away. But I don't think we have the resources for it, so I think we need to go with more resource buildings. I just really want to send our guys on missions already. I know, we've just started, but still. So now we have this scrapper, which will help with this metal, basically. But I want to put it somewhere they don't have to walk across the pollution. But I don't really want to put it in the trees either. Oh, my word. I just don't want it over there. That's more plastic. That's more plastic. Alright, let's build a recycler first then, so we can get the plastic at least. Hang on. I could build something up here, actually. Yeah, I could build it up there so they run across there. But they're still going to go across the pollution. I think we're just going to have to expect people to get ill this playthrough. I've been very unlucky with the sort of, you know, the routes here. And yeah, alright, let's actually put it near enough. Let's actually put it there so you don't have to walk that far to get to and from it. Might as well. And let's get some more roads built. And let's unpause it, because there's nothing bad happening right now. So let's do that. So we can actually up the speed, so they get to building nice and quickly. Which is always good. God, this pollution though. Ew. Horrible. Not pleasant. Not pleasant. God, I love this. Let's sort of sit, chat around, you know, hang out. It's very nice. Our storage is going to start running out soon though, which is a shame. So they will keep filling up the stockpile. It's only when you give an order to build something they'll start draining those resources. So you can make sure you store up enough for a rainy day. Also, oh my word, berries, huh? The wrong ones though. It's those that I want to go. Oh my god. They've gone too, huh? Hang on. Is that all of the berries already? We have a bunch of berries. Yeah, that's all the berries. We got all the berries already. There's some more over here. Alright, these next, guys. These next. My word. That's a huge amount of berries that we've got rid of already. They did not last. They did not last. But that's a good thing, because it means we can actually build that fishery now. Where is that? Nope, that's a forester. It's in food, because it's food. It's quite intuitive. So, colonists under attack. Okay, so here, you can see there's a big beetle. There's a big beetle monster here. And that, okay, running, okay. Bold. But alright. Oh. Okay, we're dealing with them. There's a rat beetle there as well. Rat beetle. Okay, come on. Let's just pause it so we can actually click on it. Kill that guy for me. So you see, because he's a special character, he's actually got a gun, so he can deal with these threats a lot easier. Good job, lad. We defended our colonists. So that's the sort of scary thing, is later on when we can send our, what are they referred as? I can't even remember. I can't remember. Specialists. That's it, specialists. So our specialists, you kind of want to keep one home to help defend your guys from people early on, but you also want to send them out to go explore and get resources, because there's some really good stuff out in the world. So yeah, there's some pros and cons to a sort of to any action, which is kind of nice. You know, I like that. You kind of need that in a game like this. So you are working away, lovely. So you can see he's going to make plastic and also fibers, isn't it? I think so. I was hoping if I hovered over it would tell me. I think it's fibers. Yeah, fiber. So there we go. That'll be used to make clothes and things. So we will get that from the scrap plastic. So that's right, people will be wearing synthetic materials. Why not, right? Plank depleted. That's the food storage. There. Okay. Alright then. Let's shimmy that over. God, there's a lot of pollution. We can clean up the pollution though. There are buildings we can do that, but we've got to research them first. So until then, we're a little bit limited. Anyway, right. So we got that. We also need to get the scrapper, because we have the recycler. So let's get the scrapper built. Which, I mean, I guess I could just sort of build right up here, right? Just build it next to the scrap. There's quite a lot of scrap there. But then after that, where would we send them off to? Oh, there's more metal over here. Come on, so much pollution. I don't like it. I don't like the pollution. Ideally, we'd build it like here, I think, so they can reach either of these. Let's build it over there. Why not? Oh, because of the cliffs in the way. That'll be why. Cool. Great. Alright, that should do. Maybe. It'll have to do. So there, we don't have enough materials to construct it. So we need lumber, and we need concrete. And right here, we have plenty of concrete, but not enough lumber. So we'll need to start collecting these planks. Good. Also over here, you can see, we do have someone fishing now, which is lovely. Very nice to see. Also, you can't change the move order for a, for a fishery here. What's it called? Fishing hut. That's it. So we can't move the, order for that. It just has to be situated in a good place. Them's the rules, guys. Them's the rules. There's also a lumber yard, which is nice. It'll turn logs into lumber. So here, workers at the lumber yard go and cut down trees in the designated area to turn into planks. Work at the yard is slow due to its reliance on manual labour. So that, if you have that in conjunction with the foresters here grow saplings and plants them in specific work area. Trees are an important raw material to use to create planks and firewood. So you need these guys to plant forests, and you need the lumber yard to chop them down. So, yeah. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. So, nice resources up here. You see colonists. You can see the one on the left is carriers. So, anyone going to grab stuff, any of the sort of... where are we looking? Here, planks, for instance. There's going to be carriers that grab them. So, that's what carriers are for. And they will also take stuff to construction and all the rest of it. But we only have 5, because the rest of our adults are working in specific places, like the recycler or the fishing hut. So, you need to make sure you have enough people. But what you can do is you can actually click, and it removes that person. So now, you see we have 6 carriers instead of 5. So if you suddenly need a bunch of stuff carried, because there's a very important project you need being done, you can suddenly take people away from things that aren't that essential anymore. And you can say, well, we've got enough plastic, so we can get this guy off there, and he can be working on something else. So that's nice. You can manage your people that way. So there is research, but I can't do it yet, because we don't have any research. We'll get that from outside, which is another reason why I want to get out, because it will let us do things like build farms and other useful buildings. So we're going to want it, even though we'll need people to work in those farms. So medical tent, I think, is also something we should get queued up, even though we haven't even built that yet. But I think we need to get this queued up, at least, because there's pollution everywhere, and we're going to need someone to treat them if people start getting sick, which is a bit annoying. So the broken truck we will want to actually demolish at some point, But we'll need storage first, so we'll need to build a warehouse, and then we can demolish that, and we can put all this stuff in the warehouse. But for now, I'm going to leave it. Oh, also, it has water storage. So we'll need to build some kind of water storage, like a water tower or that other building that's new, and I don't really understand the difference. Outhouses are also quite useful to stop people from being smelly. Yeah, I'm gonna build it now. I'm gonna have one building now, but I'm gonna put the priority down to low because it will be, yeah, it'll make people happier if they don't have to be covered in their own filth. Funny that. I know. Can you imagine? Several construction zones are lacking resources. I know. Need people grabbing planks. Tell you what are we lacking? So we're actually lacking plastic now. So we need the recycler working, which is a shame. Okay, why does it have that icon above it? I'd love to know why. Because there is someone working here. Well, I guess it's saying that someone is working there. That could be it. That could actually be signifying that someone is working there. That could genuinely be it. Yeah, I think that means it is being worked. Okay. Sorry, new icons, guys. New icons. I didn't think it would be this much of a challenge. Turns out, challenging new icons. Bunch of planks over here as well we can grab. But like, yeah, this pollution. Ugh. Not good. So yeah, we need the environmental stations work area over there. But we don't have an environmental station yet. So here you can see this is icon. Is denoting how important it is. So because I put it down to low priority, you can see all the downward arrows to say that it's a low priority building. So at a glance you can see what is low and high. If you've got a bunch of orders being done straight away, you can swap things around because you can tell at a glance, which I like. I like that. I like that very much. It's nice to know. It's very nice to know. Okay, so we'll need a burial pit at some point as well, because no doubt someone will die. Ugh. I know, I'd rather they didn't, but can't be helped. That looks like a gallows, but that's actually for decorations. That's actually a lamppost. So, can't build much right now, but we've got some things we can build. So, you know, not bad. The bushes don't cost anything, but they will cheer people up a bit. But I'm not going to build any just yet. Not just yet. Although I'll probably build some along here. Maybe between our emergency shelters. These are very basic, by the way. People aren't going to be best pleased about being here. But it's okay. Probably. Okay, have I not done all of those? Let's just confirm that. There we go. So we got the outhouse done. Because it turns out we actually had the resources for that. We really just... Yeah, it's plastic and still lumber, actually. That's strange they put that on low priority, and yet they didn't supply the lumber to the medical tent. I'm actually a bit annoyed by that. They're not listening to me. Oh well. Large concrete ruin is empty, but we have other concrete there, so I don't have to worry. Also, does that mean we have a bunch of concrete? We do. We have a ludicrous amount of concrete. So that's good. So yeah, it's really just planks we need. In a big way. There's only 2 left there. 18 over there, though. 16. 19. Okay. I think we're okay. There's still plenty of planks nearby. We don't have to start building a lumber yard or anything just yet. Oh, that's not a bad one to get. That's, yeah, in no danger. Tell you what, I'm going to move the work area now, I think. Or do I wait for that to deplete? Yeah, I'm going to wait for those last 2 planks to be carried, I think. Oh, you know what? I'm going to shrink that so no one bothers grabbing that concrete, because we don't need more concrete. Let's just get that. There's a fierce mouse there, apparently. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the fierce mouse. Aw. He's fierce. Yeah. Bless. Still 2 planks. Really? What did you just do to the planks? Alright, never mind. Okay. So, food, we've still got plenty, which is nice. We've got berries, potatoes, venison, fish. So we're getting some venison from the trapper here. So that's good news. That's good news. That is working. Lovely. Okay. So things are going okay so far. Things are going okay. Things are stable. We haven't had any catastrophes happen yet. Catastrophes suck, by the way. They're awful. They're absolutely awful. They're the worst. They are the worst. So let's have a look at the specialists, shall we? Specialists in the colony can be ordered to move or attack enemies by first selecting them and then pointing at the target and giving a command to move or attack. Specialists play a vital role in protecting colonists against wild animals. Yeah, I know. That's how they do. Also, I'm quite tired, guys. Again, I know. I've not been sleeping well lately. It's just been so stuffy. You know that feeling when you really need a storm. You know, when the air is really, like, close and humid and just, ugh. I hate that. I can't function in that kind of weather. It's just brutal. I could never sleep in it. I would just lie there all night. It's horrible. Podcasts don't help. Although they make me less bored, so that is good. So, in that respect, podcasts work exactly as expected. So, okay, build shelters. I mean, we did that already. So, we can just skip that, I think. No, it wants us to build more. Alright, fine. Saying that, I do actually want to build some tents so we have slightly better housing. Although, do I need it? You know what? I will need it, because as soon as we build the gates, other colonists will start joining from outside, so we will need more housing. So let's build some tents for the people who currently live here, because they should move into the nicer areas, I believe. I'm pretty sure they do that automatically. Just from, you know, vague observations that I've made, you know, with my not exactly huge amount of time spent in this game. You know, I visit it for a bit every update, and I've never got that far into it because, you know, I just wanted to see what the current state was. Haven't had a big binge on it yet. I don't like doing that too much with early access games if they're getting like updated a lot, because I want to play properly when I get everything. But I figured this is a nice sort of maybe midway point. I don't know how long it is until this game's actually done. I have no idea, but it feels like there's enough stuff to sort of, you know, root through at this point. So yeah, I had to. I wanted to play it. Okay, come on. Get more plastic. I need this stuff built. Also, these things will need a bit of lumber and plastic. A lot of things actually timber, isn't it? Is it timber or lumber? I keep forgetting. Oop. Can't see it. Okay. That's still there. That needs to move. There we go. Planks. It's not timber or lumber, it's planks. Okay. Brilliant. Also, I'm going to show you this now, even though it's irrelevant. There is a world map. There is a world map with these different sections. There's beef jerky in a farm right next to us. I want my beef jerky. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff nearby that we can explore. So all these are unexplored. Usually they're greyed out. We don't know what is beyond them. So that'll be something that our specialists will be doing once we build a gate so they can actually get out of here. You know, once that happens. So let's speed up the game a bit. God, that pollution just looks horrific, doesn't it? At night, just glows. Not pleasant. Construction completed. The scrapper is done. That's brilliant news. So, work area. We'll move to there. And we'll start getting some metal scrap as well. That does mean we are down a carrier, though. And we will be down another one once the medical tent is built. But the medical tent, I'm actually going to be leave it unmanned because no one's injured. So I'm just going to have someone work there when someone needs to work there. I'm sure later on we'll probably need people to be there all the time. But right now, nope, no point wasting our time. Speaking of which, here we go. Done. So occupants, only 2 people can be tended to at a time. So we will need better medical buildings later on. Because as you can see, things are pretty basic right now. You know, things aren't looking that great. Things aren't looking too hot currently. But they will get better over time. Okay. So now we just want these tents being built. So that just needs a bit more plastic. How are we doing for plastic? Not great. Not great. We do need this guy to work hard on this. So we get 8 a day of plastic, it seems. Or is it 8? 8 times 3 per day? I have no idea. Not a clue. I'm not entirely sure how this breaks down. But we get plastic every day. That's the main thing. Okay. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. I'm happy with how this is going. I'm just waiting for something terrible to happen, though. Okay, there's still planks there, but wow, we're going through these in a hurry. I don't know why they're suddenly getting so many planks. I feel like they weren't for a while. This is good. So, we do get random events. We do get random events happen, and I like that this is a thing. Also, colonists want to try a new trap. Oh, that's what this is. Rabbit season. 3 colonists explain they've been working on a new kind of trap for hunting rabbits, and the group wants to set them outside the camp. The contraptions look functional, but letting the group venture far away from the colony is not without risk. So we're kind of the mayor of this town, so we get to choose, you know, what happens. And these events turn up every now and then, and honestly, I wish they'd show up more. That's my only complaint with them, because I really like them. And I feel like, I don't know, it gives more personality, I think, to your colonists. It makes it feel like it's a living colony, rather than they're just like drones, you know? Like a lot of building sims, it can dehumanize the humans in the colony, right? In any sort of city or whatever. So this, it kind of makes you feel like, yeah, they're trying to survive, and it humanizes them, and I like that. I think that's really important in a game like this, especially if it's going to be, you know, apocalypse themed, right? How is it any different functionally from anything else? It's all about the theme, and this is a great way to sort of push that. So I'm going to give permission to go. And we got some meat out of it. After having been gone for a suspiciously long time, the group finally returns. The only thing they managed to trap was a single sickly rabbit with enough venison on it. What? Okay, for 2 people at most. What? I don't know what a rabbit is doing with venison, but the rabbit definitely got it from from a deer. It didn't get it. It wasn't on its own bones. It was hoarding the venison. That rabbit eats meat, apparently. That rabbit hunts deer. Okay, cool. This apocalypse is terrifying. Rabbits hunting deer. Or maybe they just changed the word meat to venison in a patch and didn't change all of the story for it. But that's fine too. And berries have depleted. All of them? No, we still got some. Still got some there. Good. Right, colonists. The top bar shows your colonists. First are carriers, vital for moving resources and constructing buildings. The second is the total population. Been through this, mate. Been through this. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. So guys, what I'm going to do now, I was hoping to maybe get this started building, but no. That's going to be the next episode. I'm actually going to end it here. That's right. I know, it's a short episode, but yeah, I want there to be shorter episodes on the channel, frankly, so that way I can do more stuff. You know, I can add more variety if I'm not spending hours doing just the same, you know, the same series. But because this isn't a one-off, you know, if it's a one-off episode, then yeah, I'd do a meatier one. But instead, I'm just going to do this for the next few days. Just do little half-hour episodes, and I think it could be quite fun. Kind of nice just to dip into on a lunch break or something. So yeah, I hope you guys are happy with that, and yeah, it means I can get more recorded, and it's, yeah, more variety on the channel, all the rest of it. Colony under attack. What will happen? Hang on a minute. Wow, wow. What? Massive mutated centipede which burrows underground to attack its victims. I've never seen this before. I've never seen anything this big before. Okay, well, we're going to find out what happens in the next episode. That was a dramatic cliffhanger. Flippin' heck. Okay, guys, the sandworm. We're going to see if we can't ride it, I guess. I can't get a good look at it, sadly. I'd love to be able to get a good look at this thing. God, that's terrifying. Okay, guys, we'll deal with that. Eating all of our colonists next episode. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Which I don't want to do anymore, because I'm scared of the sandworm. Because it's going to eat all my colonists. Oh, wish me luck. See you later, guys.